My name is Yael Sassoon. I'm a student at Queens College, and I'm studying to become a future doctor. I love science because it helps me understand the world around me, and I'm here today to talk to you guys a little bit about the science of life on Earth. To be specific, we're going to be discussing the mystery of the tomato. Is it a fruit or is it a vegetable? Let's find out. But before we get into that, my favorite fruit is a watermelon. What's your favorite fruit? Today we will explore whether tomatoes are fruits or vegetables, and why they're sometimes confused for one another. They're usually grouped with vegetables, but you may have heard of them being referred to as fruits. Both fruits and vegetables are rich in vitamins and minerals. Even though they have so much in common, they're actually very different. Let's find out scientifically how each one is different. So today we're going to be discussing the difference between fruits and vegetables. Then we are going to determine if a tomato is a fruit or a vegetable scientifically. And then we're going to conduct an activity in which you get to decide if something is a fruit or a vegetable. So what is a fruit? What do you think makes something a fruit? So fruits are usually sweet, such as peaches and apples. Think about the structure of fruits and how they grow. That can help you figure out what exactly makes a fruit so unique. So fruits are part of a flowering plant. This means that they have seeds or pits. They protect the plant's seeds or pits and provide it nutrients. The seeds and pits can be planted to produce more fruit. Fruit grow from a flower on a tree and a vine. So over here in this picture, we can see that there's a flower over here, and inside of this flower, there's a tiny little sprout that's going to grow bigger and bigger and bigger to then produce this fruit up here. So in this one bush, we see fruit that have already been fully produced and some of the flowers that are going to be turning into fruit later on. What is a vegetable? What do you think makes something a vegetable? A lot of times we think of salads when we think of vegetables, but are all salad ingredients actually vegetables? We'll see soon that peppers and cucumbers may not actually be vegetables. Think about the structure of vegetables and how they grow. That might help you decide what makes something a vegetable. So vegetables are the roots, stems, and leaves of plants. They are an extension of the plant. They're not part of the plant's reproduction. They are the body parts of the plant, like arms and legs. This includes potatoes, carrots, beets, lettuce, and spinach. In this picture, you can see that the carrot and the beet are actually growing within the ground, and the little plant sprout is coming out from the top. Now that we have learned how to define a fruit and vegetable, let's think about what a tomato might be. Is it the root of a plant? Is it the leaf of a plant? Does it have seeds? Does it sprout from a flower? Does it grow off a tree or a vine? Does it grow from the ground? Tomatoes sprout from a small yellow flower. They grow from a vine, and they have many seeds that can be replanted to grow more tomatoes. In this picture over here, down here, you can see that the tomato actually starts off like this little small yellow flower, and then it starts sprouting and sprouting into an even bigger tomato that then turns into that big red tomato we all know so well. And over here, we can see that the tomatoes are growing from the vine, and these little green parts that are coming out are actually the little parts that used to be part of the flower. So with this knowledge, we can conclude that tomatoes are fruits. So now that we've defined what makes something a fruit or a vegetable scientifically, let's do an activity. In this activity, you are going to classify if something is a fruit or a vegetable. Let's begin. Cucumbers. Cucumbers have seeds inside. Let's think. I would assume that this makes them a fruit. Great job. Carrots. Well, carrots are a root. They grow underground. This would make them a vegetable. Great job. Peppers. Peppers have seeds and are definitely not a root. This makes peppers fruit. Awesome. Avocados. Avocados have a giant pit in the middle that can be replanted. This makes avocados a fruit. Potatoes. Potatoes are actually the roots of a plant. So we can assume that potatoes are a vegetable. Great job. Lettuce. Last one. Lettuce is vegetable. So to recap, we learned today that tomatoes are a fruit because they grow from a flower and they have seeds that can be planted to grow more tomatoes. They aren't vegetables because vegetables are the roots and leaves of plants, and tomatoes are a product of plants.